What's up, y'all? It's your boy C.O, a.k.a. Mr. Episcopo, and
I'm Precious Tuesday, not to be confused with any other day of the week.
got that right. Not Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Precious Tuesday.
None of the other days matter.
But today, it matters because today we're talking about God's plan versus your plan.
Okay.
And that's something deep.
That is. I think that's a good topic.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that's something that we can digest.
Yeah, because it's been a lot of times where I've struggled on things that I just want to do. And then I realize my plan is not what the plan is, it's God's plan. And I'm sure you've been through a lot of situations like that.
Yes, currently, if I'm being fully transparent.
I hope so.
But what was your plan?
I have many plans, but sometimes it's not about what you want, it's about what you need and what's needed. And sometimes you have to learn not to be selfish.
I agree.
Sometimes you have to be selfless.
Yeah, but I do agree that sometimes you got to be selfish.
Some days you do have to be selfish, but if it's for the right cause.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to hear, what's your situation?
Okay, so I never thought my life would be like this, if I'm being fully transparent. I thought I would have a more simpler life. I've always been just a simple girl. Not basic though. Let's not get that confused. I ain't never been basic, okay? But just simple, easy breezy. So I thought I would I'm not gonna sit here and lie, but I would say that I thought I would probably have been married, not necessarily with kids.
Right.
Because that's always been
You didn't want kids?
I'm gonna say, I don't know.
I think you'll be a bomb-ass mom.
Thank you. But I feel like I have trauma. So I wouldn't want my trauma to spill over on my kids. And I don't believe in bringing kids in the world if you're not fully fit. And I don't think I've always been fully fit mentally, physically, emotionally. And that has bothered me a lot.
Because that might be your plan.
Yeah, well, the plan about to be up now. They ain't the plan about to be up. It's about to be a wrap. It ain't about to be.
That might be your plan because you might have something that, from who I know, the Precious I know, the energy that you have is just amazing. You have motherly energy, and you might birth the next Oprah, the next somebody great, the next Einstein.
I would say that would have been amazing.
Right.
You know what I mean? That would have definitely been amazing, but I would not want to be the mother that cannot mother. That's what I've always been scared of. Everybody can have a child, but can everybody mother? Can everybody parent? Can everybody raise?
I think everybody that has a kid, at some point, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they play it by ear every time.
I think some people are fortunate enough to play it by ear because they have a little bit more mental stability and maybe have family and maybe have a community. Yeah. Once I lost my parents in my 20s, I don't think that was something that was necessarily big for me because who go watch my kid?
I know, I always feel like that. I'm like, going into 50 and me wanting to have a kid, I'm like, dang, I ain't even got no grandparents that take care of the kids.
But that's really crazy, you know what I mean? So it's like, I had grandparents, well, I still do, but great grandparents and an amazing life, doing everything, really being cared for, loved on, provided for, having experiences. And my child is not gonna have that. You know what I mean? And most of the time, the child is with the mama's mom. Yeah. You know what I mean? The daddy mom kind of be like, oh, maybe, call me, I'll see what I can do. You know what I mean? But my child wouldn't have that. So I've been very, very strategic with not having one.
But your child will have you.
My child will have me, but who am I fit? Like, I can't be selfish and just be like, okay, I want a child. Am I fit to be a mother?
Nobody's ever fit, but they make it happen. And I think that the responsibilities I see you have now, it ain't no way you'll have a kid and not make sure that kid is straight.
I'm being honest with you, C.O. I think I will do the best that I can. I think
That's
that I
all you
would
can do.
honestly do the best that I can. But I also think, like, we got to think about Holly Berry and losing Isaiah. I don't think she woke up that morning thinking she was about to lose Isaiah.
It's hard for entertainers, though.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, that was a movie to where it was like, that also too made me feel like, I don't know if I can be a fit mother. And everybody around can be like, oh, you'll be a good mother, you'll be a great mother, but am I the type of mother that my child needs? You know what I mean? So you can't be selfish. My child can be disabled, it can be dislayed, it can not just be a child that can do everything. And am I capable?
One person, one woman I know, she can't have, no. Just no. Don't give this person a child. And I don't see that in you.
Well, I think that time is up now, though. I don't think that can happen no more. However,
anything is possible.
You know, so I planned on being at home in LA with my house, because I bought my house 6 years ago when I was in my 30s.
That's beautiful.
Doing fun things. I'm very much of a holiday person. So I always get the kids, we do things for Easter, we do things for Valentine's Day, we do things for every single thing. I thought that maybe I would have like a regular 9 to 5.
Right.
You know?
It didn't turn out like that.
I thought I would go to work, come home, cook dinner, you know what I mean? Maybe try to do a volcano project if I had a kid.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
I don't think I'm good at stuff like that. That's why you need a village. Because I don't think I'm the one. And then just like travel. Like, I've always wanted to be like, me and my husband had an agreement to where if it's like, if he worked, he paid for this. If I worked, I paid for that. And me working, I always wanted to, just because I like to do it, I always wanted us to have a vacation every quarter. And I pay for the vacations, and I plan the vacations with my money, as well as like take care of the miscellaneous stuff in the household. But that's what I always wanted to do. Like, I wanted that to be my duty. Like, let me plan the trips, you just come. Like, let me get the outfits, let me do all the things. Like, just come, just make sure you got you and your passport.
Right.
And I'll take care of everything else. So I just thought my life would be very, very much soft, easy, breezy, stable, but that's not what happened.
I guess that was God's plan.
That was
so that's
God's
what you're
plan.
trying to tell me.
That was not God's plan. My plan was not God's plan. But the bigger question is, how do I feel about that? My plan versus God's plan.
That's one thing I can't really answer. Sometimes you have to just surrender.
I didn't have a choice. I did surrender. And at the end of the day, I'm happy. I will say that my life turned out to be very exciting, sometimes overstimulating, but very, very exciting. I've lived different places, which is a blessing. I've traveled the world, which is a blessing. I've met wonderful, wonderful people that will be my friends for life, which is a blessing. But this was all God's plan, and I did surrender to it, and I make the best of it. And I'm also always in a state of gratitude, thankfulness, being appreciative, because I do know that a lot of people want to be where I am.
Oh, definitely. But listening to you makes me say delayed blessings aren't denied blessings. Sometimes God is preparing you for the things you prayed for. And it may not come as you see it, but it will come.
But as we grow, as we get older, the things that we want change. So
that you telling me that
it could have been a delayed
Euro
blessing.
steps on God or something like that?
No, I'm just saying that what I wanted
then is not what you want now?
What I wanted in my 20s is not what I wanted in my 30s, and what I wanted in my 30s is not what I wanted in my 40s.
Yeah.
You know, so I think a lot of ships have sailed, but I do think also too, a lot of new beginnings are happening.
Right.
A lot of new beginnings.
Well, one thing I can say, peace is in the midst of challenges. You gotta have just peace. You know how they say, let go and let God.
Mm-hmm.
Because it gets hard out here.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you fight, and you want something so bad, but maybe, like you say, it may not just be the right time.
I agree. I think peace is the real bag. I think over money and certain things in life, for me, I think peace of mind is always what I want, because I haven't always had peace of mind. So I'm so grateful of peace of mind when I have it. I also think too that I think that God has a plan, and my plan is never going to equal God's plan. I think that in the midst of the storm, and while you are in your waiting season, you have to be vigilant about what you're doing and how you're doing it.
Definitely.
Right now, I feel like I don't have a lot of peace because what I'm going through personally. And I feel like there's a lot of things on me. So yes, this may be God's plan. God is not gonna put more on you than you can handle. I do understand that, but it still don't make it feel good.
It don't feel good.
It don't make it feel good. It doesn't make it feel good to where it's like, history is reliving itself. It don't make it feel good.
No, I don't.
So I guess the real question is, it's like, what do you do when your plan is not aligned with God's plan?
You got to learn to see it as maybe a setback. It's not a setback, it's just a redirection. And if you can learn to see that, I think that's when you'll gain peace.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look at it as a failure. It's either wins or lessons, not wins and losses.
Mm-hmm.
W's or L's.
I love that, but I think it's easier said than done.
No, if it was that easy, everybody would do it.
Yeah, I think it's very much easier said than done.
But one thing I know about your mind is very powerful.
It is.
You choose to be happy and you choose to be sad. So if you choose to let it get to you, that's your choice.
But okay, so how do you let things not get to you?
Because I've been through so many situations that I always know the outcome. You can tell the future from your past.
Can you?
Yeah. Everything has been done under the sun.
Oh, I ain't made it that far yet. I can't tell my future.
You can tell your future. You know, if you do this is what's gonna happen.
But sometimes things appear that you don't have any experience in.
And you've seen those things appear before. You've been, at this age right now, you've seen everything that could possibly happen. Am I wrong?
No, I mean, I'm just trying to practice the art of pivoting.
Ooh.
I'm just trying to practice the art of pivoting. Every single day I'm trying to practice the art of pivoting, because, baby, it be coming.
But have you ever practiced just being peace?
No, I
But
haven't.
why not?
I try, but it's like I got too much going on. I'm responsible for a lot of things that I don't necessarily want to be responsible for. I am not trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho. I am not trying to be, you know what I mean, an independent woman. I don't want that title. I am not every woman. It's not all in me. I have so many things that I'm responsible for to make sure it's like I'm trained to go.
Yeah.
I'm trained to go. I don't want to be trained to go.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yes, I want peace. I want to surrender. I want to allow God to do what he go do. But also too, I am still...
You know he working seasons. It ain't gonna happen just overnight like that. And that's when you got to follow God's plan, as far as you can't do what you can't get mad because you want to be mad. Or you can't pout about it. This ain't something that I want to do. It's certain things you could cut out your life that you don't need. But at certain times you are needed.
So how do you decipher who and what is needed?
You know what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah, that's one thing my mom always taught me. Right is what feels good, wrong is what doesn't. And that's how I live my life.
No, sometimes pain is nothing but weakness leaving your body. So sometimes it's very painful, but it's only making you stronger. Stop it!
Why? What is this strong? What is this strong? Everybody don't want to be strong. Everybody don't want to be Mighty Mouse.
No, it's not about being strong, but it's about, like how I said, you've been through it. You've been there. You know exactly what it brings. So once you go through it,
okay.
I hate to be spiritual and all, but sometimes you just got to go through it. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. One thing about the valley, all it needs is just a little bit of water. Any valley, you can bring it back to life.
Very true. I love that.
Walk.
I love that. Okay. All right, just walk.
Just keep
and
walking.
when you see only one set of footsteps,
that's right.
That's when you know God has carried you.
That's it. Your plan, God's plan. God's plan. God's plan.
So let's talk about your plan versus God's plan.
My plan is to have a kid. It hasn't happened. Me and my wife, we had a few mishaps, a few miscarriages. And that's kind of hard. That was hard on me, and I'm sure it was very hard on her. Is that God's plan telling me maybe it wasn't a right time?
Maybe not the right time, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen.
Right.
Definitely doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, though.
But we went to the doctor. We did all. We were like, oh yeah, we're gonna go the best doctor, fertile doctor. He's the one that makes miracles happen. We spent all this money to make it happen, and guess what?
In that season. Just didn't happen in that season.
Didn't happen in that season.
But you never know what next season brings.
I know.
It's springtime. What happens in spring? Things blossom.
Blossom.
Things blossom.
Yeah.
So you never know.
It'd be hard, I tell you that.
What's hard? Your plan compared to God's plan?
Yeah.
Okay, but what?
You see how that sounds when I tell you that?
Yeah, but I want you to take your own advice. That's why I just threw it back on you.
And that's why I woke up yesterday and I was like, the sky was blue. It was so pretty. And I was driving and I was like, I really love my life. This is beautiful. Listen to the birds.
It makes sense.
That's beautiful. A lot of people don't have an opportunity to just live my life.
And you have a very amazing life. You have a very amazing life. Very amazing.
I do, but
You're the boss of you.
I've been looking for peace.
But why? Why are you looking for it instead of just allowing it to come to you?
Because sometimes we put so many distractions in our way. Things that make you mad, like something so minute, like me gambling on Hard Rock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Playing these sports bets, and then I don't win, then I could just be mad, like, God. Oh!
Well, how do you act when you're mad? Do you pout? Do you
can
stop
pout.
talking? No, I'm not talking about you can, I'm talking about you.
Just quiet.
And how do you think that affects others?
It's not about others, it's about me.
You gotta not be selfish all the time. Sometimes you have to be selfless.
That's right. But I mean, I'm not bringing my emotions. I would never do that to other people.
You would
Because
never
it's been done to me. That people may be angry and they have personal issues that they're dealing with, and they want you to feel that wrath or that pain. And I've seen that done so many times around the people that I've been around, and that hurts. And then that hurts other people that's around, and I can't do that.
Do you think maybe you've done it and you weren't aware though? By chance?
If I have, I apologize.
Got it.
But I try my best not to.
Got it. Okay.
What?
I just said okay. All right.
Tell me something I don't know. Like, if I did it,
I think you're very much of a shutdown person.
I do shut down.
Yes, I've experienced it. You definitely shut down.
But I only shut down so I don't have like a panic attack and just go crazy.
But I think in the midst of that, if you know that you're being overstimulated or that you're not able to provide what that person may need, I think that it's always a quick text message or a quick little phone call like, fortunately I can't right now, but I'm gonna circle back.
I'll try that.
But you do just shut down, like you just...
Yeah, because I'm quick to be like, yeah, I'll call you right back. Psh.
And where's that getting you?
You're right. So everybody I told, I'll call you right back, I'll get back to you, I promise. And I apologize for keeping you on hold so long. And if I do it again, just rewind this to hear that same message again.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Okay, so that was one of your plans. What was your other plans, though?
That's it. I think I've done everything that I could possibly do. I think my next plan is to have a kid and raise a genius. I think I'm smart enough to raise a genius.
Okay.
But everybody feels like that, right?
I don't feel like that.
Damn. I feel like that for you.
I don't want to raise a genius. I want to raise a good human. I want to raise someone who is considerate, who's thoughtful, who's well-mannered, who's considerate, who's able to control their emotions, who's able to talk through their emotions.
Don't have a girl.
I think we're capable of doing that.
Oh, that's a unicorn.
No, I think that if someone feels in a safe space,
Yeah.
they can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all about being in a safe space, and then the other person recognizing when the other person is not in a safe space and trying to make it a safe space. But there's so much pride. It's always so much pride, and pride kills so many things, all because of the pride. And the pride will do it.
Every time.
the pride.
Dang.
So I think if it's a safe space, people can be vulnerable. But if it's not a safe space, and it's like somebody's always trying to one-up you.
That's the problem.
You know what I mean? You're never gonna get anywhere.
I told you, that's how I felt a lot coming up in my career, doing music. I never wanted to one-up my colleagues. And they held me back.
So
held me back.
You didn't want to be selfish at any moment?
Never. It hurt my heart to be selfish. To the point where I stood back. I had $1 million deals on the table.
Well, let me ask you why, like, honestly and truly, like, why did you do that? Like, even when you think about it now, it's just like, why? And what is the lesson that you learned from that? Because it's like, I don't feel like you have to step on people's toes to be front line with people.
Not just for me to be the front, I felt ashamed of that.
Why?
Because I never wanted to one up my colleagues.
And why do you feel like you were one-upping them though?
Because I would have. I would have been 2 steps up because I felt like I was that talented or that strong.
Okay.
And if I couldn't share it with everybody, that's me one-upping everybody.
And why couldn't you share it though?
Because it was just the timing wasn't that. It didn't. I had to leave everything that I was doing. I had to leave Slip and Slide Records.
Got it. And what do you regret about that?
Some days I regret, like, what if? But then, here we go back to God's plan. Maybe that was God's plan. Maybe I wasn't ready for that because I see some people, it's like 2 people I know right now. They got a lot of money and they lost their mind because they have a lot of money. One is in the hospital right now and it's like, my boy, I know what you just got. I know you got that check, but you can't let the money control you. That's scary. I think about all of that. I'm like, what happened if I was like bigger than Kanye or something like that?
You never know. But also too, I think sometimes we like to say things are not God's plan, but it's like God is preparing us and putting us in positions, but then we don't do the work or step out on faith.
You're right.
So it's like, that is God's plan, but we didn't follow through on our part. He followed through on his part. So then it's like, what do you do? How do you know that this wasn't God's plan and I just didn't follow through on my part?
But that's the struggle that we have, like trying to dictate our own paths. So I can't control the past, right? So it is what it is, right, at this point. I can't talk about how does that make me feel. I didn't do that. I'm here right now. This is where I'm at.
Yes, but that can, you're right.
Nothing could change.
Nothing can change, but history not repeating itself.
Oh, history won't repeat itself.
Yeah, history not repeating itself. And you also too working through that. Like, it's like, I feel like we only allow things to be surface sometimes, and we have to work through it. We have to digest it. We have to feel it. You understand what I'm saying? So we can know, like, okay, in the event that an opportunity of the same magnitude was to present itself again, how would we handle it? What is different now than in the past? So it's like I feel like as a culture, we don't necessarily get the help that we need and digest things.
And I didn't have that.
But you do now.
That's the difference. Because back then, it was like I was on my own. And that's why I felt like if I had a kid, I want to be there, like, for every step.
But you know that's not possible.
I'm going to try to make it possible. I want to be like Joe Jackson. I want to be like
Jesus.
Richard Williams. I want to be like Steph Curry daddy. Steph Curry daddy
Basketball,
made him do like
tennis, and music. All right.
I want to be like, who else? All the dads. Richard, Joe, Tiger's dad. Yeah. Tiger's daddy. Richard, Tiger, Joe. And Steph's dad. Yeah, I want to be like that.
Okay. Gotcha.
Be hardcore.
Okay.
Because I feel like I could raise the next Bruno Mars or the next
But what if
Chris
they don't
Brown.
want to be the Bruno Mars?
They don't know what they want to be until
Okay,
we
but that's what
program
you
them.
want them to be right now. But what if that's not what they want to be? Like, you also can't live your life through your
I'm gonna
child.
beat it in them.
No, you can't do that.
Yes, I can.
You cannot. You cannot. Have you, this is going off a topic, but have you seen that new show on Hulu with Sterling K. Brown?
No.
Okay. So there's a show on Hulu. I'll find out what it is so we can put it in here. However, it is about Sterling Xavier, that's his name in the show, protecting the president.
Yes. Paradise.
Paradise. You seen it?
Love it.
Okay. So,
I told you to watch that show.
did you?
Yes.
I watched it. Did you finish it?
I finished it.
Okay. So, let's use that as an example.
Okay.
The president,
Yes.
Cal,
Yes.
he basically always tried to make his father proud. He never got to do anything that he wanted to do. He wanted to listen to 80s rock and roll.
Right.
Whatever his father wanted him to do, that's not what he wanted to do. And he always was just trying to make his father proud. And then when he asked his father, because of course it seemed like he has Alzheimer's, when he asked his father, did I ever make you proud? That man said, you didn't do anything, okay,
Yeah, but
that
see,
I
that's the
didn't
whole
prepare
thing.
you to do.
You mold the kid, right? You're gonna teach a kid. And they might go on their own journey at points, but everything you instill in that kid, it starts with you.
But he didn't allow him to go on his own journey.
But whatever the journey is, even if I had a daughter and she wanted to be a stripper, I guarantee she's gonna be the best stripper ever.
To you. That don't mean that she's the best stripper ever to everybody else. Everybody has their own opinions about things too. So we also have to be very, very clear
So
and
you don't
concise
think Michael
about
Jackson
that.
is the best entertainer of all time?
I don't think, no. I think
So
Michael
who's
Jackson
better?
had a season.
Who's
I
better
think
than
everybody
Michael
has a
Jackson?
season. The kids nowadays are not thinking about Michael Jackson being the best of all time.
But everybody that you see in the game dictate their career on what this guy did.
That could be true. I'm not as well versed in that particular area as you are. However, for me, I don't know. I don't know if it's Michael Jackson.
I don't know. This Generation X is just driving me crazy.
I'm not X though.
What are you?
I'm a millennial.
Oh, that's even worse.
So,
Oh my.
yeah, I'm not X. So I don't know. I mean, I just think everybody has their own opinions.
We do.
But that particular part stuck with me. It stuck with me. I feel like it had a lot of undertones. I feel like it had a lot of lessons. And when people are watching TV, sometimes they skip over that. But because I am in TV, I tend to pay attention to a lot more.
Remember when I told you I like black TV shows and black movies when they're not black movies or black TV shows?
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the TV shows I was talking about.
Okay, I agree with that.
You get what I mean?
I do, but also too, did you watch Sterling K, aka Xavier, in This Is Us?
No.
So the writer of This Is Us and Paradise is the same person.
Oh.
Okay. This Is Us was a phenomenal series. Phenomenal. It taught me so much about just being in the world of marriage, circumstances.
I gotta watch this.
It was amazing. And the writer of these shows always makes sure, and I love this, that the black man has a black wife, that he has a black family, that it's not integrated. So Sterling K. Brown.
But that's not what happened in Paradise.
He does have a black wife.
Okay, but the president had a black mistress.
They all got a black mistress, and they all got Olivia Pope. You don't remember when she was like?
So all the presidents got their love. I guess you're right. Trump did have Omarosa.
Everybody got a little mistress. Everybody want a little chocolate for the cream. Everybody got that. You know what I mean? So, but that also lets you know that just because you're married or the president, you're not happy. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we gonna stick this out because we married and we not getting a divorce. But Bill, why you over here with this lady?
Nah, you don't get it though. One thing you don't understand about a man is sometimes it's a song that The Weeknd has with Playboy Cardi, and where he says like, we have to lie, but it's telling a lie because we don't want to hurt you.
Hurt me.
No,
hurt me. And I'm pretty sure that you saw.
Selfish, but.
No, hurt me. That's the thing. Did you ever see that that clip with James Baldwin and I forget her name, but it's like, treat me how you treat the people outside. Be real with me. Equip me with the things that I need to know. Don't lie to me and keep me in a shadow and then I'm not equipped for things. Lie to me.
So
don't lie to me.
Lie to you.
No, don't lie to me. There's no reason for anybody to lie to me.
Why not?
What is the reason for anybody to lie to me?
To keep you happy.
Okay, happiness is not a 24/7 thing.
Yes, it is. If you had a kid, you would lie to your kids about all the things that you have to deal with all day. You're gonna
Maybe
wake
I just wouldn't talk about it.
That's the same as lying.
No, it's not. When words are coming out of your mouth and you know it's a lie, that's lying.
Hey, baby, everything's gonna be okay. There's a Santa Claus. There's an Easter Bunny. Oh, the Tooth Fairy is gonna bring you some money.
I am all those people. I'm not lying.
It ain't no Tooth Fairy.
I've been giving up $5 under pillows.
But you're still gonna be lying.
I am the Tooth Fairy. Why I can't be the Tooth Fairy? So also too, why can't I have multiple titles? Because it doesn't fit how you learned about it? I can have multiple titles. I can be the Easter Bunny.
You can't be the Easter Bunny.
Who said?
That's not what they thought it was.
Exactly. So it's all about what I equip my kid with and what the definition I give her.
And that's the same with a man lying to a woman.
But why are you lying? Like, why?
He wants you to look at him as Superman, and he wants you to be happy at all times. Because once you pull that cape off, you pull the curtain, and they see the other side, you're not gonna look at them the same, no matter what.
You can't be Superman. You ain't gonna always come through. You ain't gonna always come through mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. You can't be Superman. You can't be Mr. Clark. It's just, it's not logical. Like, men too are logical. Women are emotional. Like, you have to be logical about the situation. You can't be Superman. Now, I think that in a relationship, you should do the best you can when you can at all times, but you can't be Superman. There's no way. So don't lie to me and then I end up getting hurt later because you feel like you don't want to hurt me now. You don't get to decide when I'm hurt and when I'm not hurt. You don't get to decide that. That's not your choice. You don't get to process my emotions.
But I'm in control of your emotions.
No, you're not in control of my emotions. I'm in control of my emotions. And I'm in control of how I allow you to see my emotions. And again, if it's a safe space, then we can converse about it to where certain things will never happen again. But don't lie to me just on the strength because you want to be King Kong, you want to be Superman, you want to be the original Dundada. Don't lie to me. And then I'm getting hurt in the end. That don't feel good. That don't feel good. And to me, that's selfish. To me, you're gonna always, whatever you do in the dark comes to the light. And it can be very, very minute, or it can be very, very big.
Well, I hope not. God, please. Just messing with you.
But seriously, like I don't want anybody to lie to me. Just hurt my feelings. I'll get over it. I don't have a choice.
Don't fall for it, guys. Don't fall for it.
But you didn't give me a good reason on why you would even lie, C.O. You just saying because you want to be Superman and you want somebody to be happy at all times.
I want you to be happy. I might have demons within myself that you may not understand at the time. And while I'm working out these problems, remember what I told you? Like, don't put your problems on everybody else.
Yes.
That's one of those situations.
What does that have to do with you lying to me, though?
Because I might be.
If you working out your demons, okay?
I might be an assassin, killing people.
Okay.
You don't know about these people I'm killing.
Right. Now we on the first 48, but go ahead.
Right. I'm not gonna tell you all the bad things that I'm out here doing. But don't mean that I don't love you. And I don't want you to find out about that, because that's just one side of me that I'm trying to get rid of, but we fighting.
That's your character though, bro. If you an assassin, that's your character.
No, it's not.
That ain't a side of you. Bro, you a killer. Like, you can't just be like, oh, that's one side of me. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get rid of it. I've been going to church every Sunday. The Lord is go heal me. What?
If you know me as Superman and not the assassin, why can't I be Superman?
I want to know you as Superman and the assassin. So that way.
Super assassin. That's how you want to
Period. So that way I can choose how I deal with you.
Oh, man.
Allow me to choose how I deal with you. And I can't choose how I deal with you if you lying.
You a tough.
So if you Clyde, maybe I want to be Bonnie. But you never gave me the option.
Yeah.
Don't choose for me. Don't dictate my life. Don't do that.
Ooh.
That don't make anybody feel good. That's being selfish. And just because you think you Superman, that don't mean I think you Superman. I can think you Barney, and you around here thinking you Superman. So it's like a conversation has to happen. And by you not lying to me, I'm able to be like, yo, I really, really love when you did X, Y, and Z. However, I think that perhaps you can work on this and I can assist you with that. Also think it's about how a woman talks to a man and a man talks to a woman.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So in the event that it's that, you're gonna know from my heart that you're always Superman. You're always the one, never the two. You're always gonna be a priority. I'm not ever doing for me and I'm not doing for you. But if you're lying to me, I don't know if you like the color black or white. I don't know you. Don't put me in a position not to know you. I wanna know you. I want you to be open. I want you to be transparent. I want you to be vulnerable. I want you to tell me how it is. I'm grown. My feelings go get hurt. My feelings get hurt every day.
See that?
Every single day.
You've been there. You understand.
Every single day. However, I have the option of how I want to deal with the person in the situation because of the honesty, the truthfulness, and the dialogue.
I love it. You're right.
You will stop lying?
Yeah.
Today?
See how I lied just now?
Exactly. That's what I said today. No, I think that's something to digest.
No, but on real talk, I work every day hard to be the best version of myself. I work hard at being transparent, and I work hard at just being real.
Mm-hmm.
It don't happen overnight, but every day I wake up with the motivation to be a better person.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And a man of my word.
Mm-hmm. Have you taken, by chance, a focus group on how you can be a better person? Or how you can be a man of your word?
No, I just know when when you say something, do it. Stand on 10 toes and do it. That's just straight up. It took a lot to get to where I'm at, but every day I work at that. Like, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to.
But what else? You know what I mean? Like, okay, you said you was going to do something. You should be a man of your word.
But it's
like,
hard for a lot of people.
Okay, but this is the thing. We can't keep applauding basic good characteristics.
No, that's not. It is basic, and I don't want to be applauded for that, but I want to work at that. Like, it takes. A lot of people don't have those characteristics.
But I guess
I see a lot of fake people.
Okay, I guess what I'm saying is, you say you're working on being a man of your word, and when you say you go do something, you go do it. Why wouldn't you?
Because a lot of people don't.
But
I know a lot of people that tell me they're gonna do something and they don't do it.
Okay, but I'm not talking
follow
about
through
people.
game is bad.
But I'm talking about you.
Yeah,
Just why wouldn't you? Just why wouldn't? Why is that something that you have to work on?
Because I've seen a lot of people do that, and sometimes.
So you're influenced?
No, I'm not influenced. I'm saying I've seen bad habits in other people, and I don't want those bad habits. Because some days you could get lazy. I noticed like today. Okay, I walk out in my front yard, and I see a piece of trash. Not a piece of trash. It was like by my mailbox. It was like a piece of paper. Now I could just go grab my mail and not just pick up this one little piece of paper. Then I was saying, look, you have to work at not being lazy. Just pick it up and put it in the trash can. It takes 1 second to do that. Or something as small as my alarm clock rings at 6 o'clock in the morning. I could keep pushing the snooze button. Or I could just be like, yo, the alarm is on. Get up, do exactly what you need to do. Go brush your teeth, get dressed, eat your breakfast, and go to where you gotta go. Just something that small. Just follow through.
And continue to self-motivate yourself, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It could be something as small as me walking down my hallway and I see the light on in the room. Just cut it off.
Yeah, I mean, but those, I guess to me, it just sounds very, very small, very, very little, very, very minute, but I guess it may be big to you.
Yes, it's big. It's just follow through. Just do it. It has to be done. Do it.
Okay.
Look how you just look at it. Yeah, okay, whatever.
I mean, I just think that, people of a certain age, we don't have a choice but to follow through. And I think that it's all about character. Yes, do we get lazy sometimes? 1,000%. You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm saying about following through. Sometimes you can be lazy and not follow through or let it fall to the, wayside and you forget about it and be like, damn, I forgot.
I think everybody gets a rest day. I think everybody deserves a rest day to where it's like, today not gonna be the day. So I think rest day is good, but at the end of the day, you know that you're not gonna do what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna get what you want. You're not gonna have what you gonna want to have. Like, it's just not checkers. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to decide, hey, is this what I want? Like, do you want a dirty yard? Like, that's at the end of the day. It's not, to me, this is just to me, I'm only one person. To me, it's not about picking up the paper in the yard. It's about, do you want a dirty yard? So it's
you don't want a dirty yard, but then it's like, damn, do I go down there and pick it up?
Then yes, you do. You already know the answer.
I just picked it up.
Okay, good job.
And I was happy.
I love that for you. You did a good job today. You did a good job.
I did a good job for myself today.
Good.
I was happy with myself.
And you probably did a good job for other people.
Okay, but I was happy about picking up the piece of paper.
Okay.
That meant more than anything.
Okay. Because of what? The follow through.
Follow through.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay. So now we know that follow throughs are very, very big for you.
Yes.
All right. Noted.
And that's what I pray for, and that's going to be God's plan versus my plan.
You don't know how you go speak for God.
Because I prayed for it, and it's going to happen.
Just because you pray for it, that doesn't mean that you're deserving of it.
Oh, boy. You're a tough cookie.
No, I'm just saying that does not mean that you're deserving of it.
I think God deserves to follow through.
Okay. That's you.
God help me with following through.
Okay. All right.
Yeah?
Hopefully Sky Daddy answers your prayers.
God Daddy!
Hopefully Sky Daddy answers your prayers.
Well, this was a good conversation, and I hope God has a lot planned for you.
Thank you. Ditto.
Thank you.
Ditto. We shall see.
We shall see.
Cause whew, baby been in the ghetto lately. It's been giving. Whew, I don't know.
Remember, your mind is very powerful.
My mind is very powerful.
And you choose how you feel.
I do. However, I want to be very, very clear that I am a masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time. I don't know everything. I haven't mastered everything. I haven't learned everything, and I am too human. And there are things that come in me every single day that I am trying to process, that I am trying to digest, that I am trying to learn, that I am trying to maneuver. I am also trying to be there for people that may not be there for me. I am also trying to make sure that I'm not hungry or homeless. So with that being said, I am human. I am human, and sometimes I do require help. And I'm not afraid to ask for help. And that's why I'm in therapy. I don't have all the answers. I'm not gonna say that I can control my mind the way that I wanna control my mind. I'm working on it. I'm working on controlling my mind, my emotions, my thoughts, continuing to be in prayer, continuing to have faith. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like it's not hard.
Nobody ever said that.
It is very, very hard, and it's also very, very traumatizing.
But remember what you just said? You're a masterpiece in the making. You're working hard at it, but at the same time, you're human. So when I say I work at trying to be the best version of me, it's the same thing. You just translated what I said.
Okay.
I'm a masterpiece in the making. I mean, I get it right every time. And I'm only human. So I see that, and I can see that in you, and I respect you for that, and I hope the best for you.
Thank you. Me too. I appreciate it.
And just think mind over matter.
Every day.
Smile.
Every day.
Smile.
I am smiling.
Okay. Be happy.
I'm gonna be happy.
Okay.
In conclusion, what are your final thoughts?
Let go and let God. That's my final thoughts.
Okay. Well,
What are your final thoughts?
My final thought is to know that I'm always going to have a plan, and know that my plan may not ever align with God's plan, but praying that I have the strength and the guidance to pivot when my plan is not going the way that I want to. And knowing that my later is going to be greater, and this is temporary.
That's right.
This is temporary.
Not my will, but yours be done. Luke 22:42. Remember that.
Amen.
Love. Boom. See you later.